I am continuing again my journey with Final Fantasy XVI. Let's see, we are in the Clive's chamber, and I first check. There seems to be something on the reading table. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still not you have to learn about hound of yours. He would step in front of bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but don't you mean you should be take it for granted? At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him handful of coconuts. You would good to remember that. Coconuts. Okay. I'd be welcome. It seems fond of the silver bow we gave her, so much so it's been taking to setting at the top of her belly as she rest. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we have another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse break everything I know, though I suppose we can call or celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. And I check. Maybe I go here and collect a couple of those side quests. But I check.
What do I owe the honor?
Aha, there was again something.
Crack the crystal?
Kill a guard, save the world. I miss anything? No, that's pretty much the plan.
Not a very good one.
If you ask me.
But then,
I can't say I had much practice killing cards. Now for going to kill card that I might be able to help you with. Reckon it's the least I can do after all you have given us. And it's more than enough. You can thank me when you get back. I check if there is anything new. Everdark is actually new one. I can create this one, Everdark. I have a feeling that this sword is used in someone else. But let's check it. This needs ice brand. Okay, this needs bright burn. This needs 2 grindstone. This needs 11 bolt. Flint and lightning shard. Stormcry, fire shard. Fine shard. Go tear down. Excalibur. Defender. Of course I can create this one. But then let's check. This might be used in some other thing. But what about this Gutter Dam? It needs Ragnarok. Dark Steel. Orichalcum. I have a dark sword. Okay, let's look reinforce. This needs a defender +1, and this needs a defender I check, do I have a defender? I have defender +1. So I need more clutch mines to be able to create this one.
Anything else?
I wish I could up there with you. Doesn't seem right, leaving everything up here to the tree.
It's hardly everything.
There is plenty that still needs to be down here. Like seeing out to our stores and keeping Karen safe. All you can do that, coach.
And I will. I promise.
I won't let none to come no harm, no matter what.
You can count on me.
Just like we are counting on you to come back, safe and sound.
There's no one like our Nan.
She can be a little grumpy, like her deep down. She's got heart of gold. My mom and dad were like a dog and still called me a witless, worthless waste of space, said so much I started believing them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me and she didn't like it one bit. Pulled out big burst of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said, and if you lot can't see it, you can hand me over to some who can. All that shining glittery kill, and Nan said, was worth more. I've never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there, and I'd gladly stay with her till my dying day.
You take care now.
So there was also quite something new. Okay, there are 2 side quests here. And it seems that I need material for my material upgrades for swords. These are again doing something here. Last time they broke one equipment.
You have to help us. With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving me from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Aiming high,
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Scary. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Dungeon. Engineering room. I check usually they have
Shirley
something.
says we're not allowed in the dungeon. But Miss Mididol doesn't mind.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
This sounds
First,
like
I'll
a...
need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
This seems to be another way to go to the origin.
They make an oil down at the docks in Ordill that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I shall be able to finish the prototype.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly.
I haven't been here. Odd.
I will not let them be forgotten.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
It's funny that I haven't used these stairs.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next, a darker one rears up to replace it. What awaits us when we finally attain release? True freedom? Or something else entirely?
This sounds like the
So
future.
there's a new mother. Passing over it won't see the hens fed.
Funny, I have been here so many times, but haven't walked up these stairs. And okay, it's down there. Steps down.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do.
The hardest
I don't
armor.
know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
It seems that we will see very armored monster. I check, do I have enough supplies? Okay, supplies are full. Obtain. Need I check if
Be careful up there. If you happen to snag your britches on anything, be sure to bring them back to me. I'll get them patched up right away.
obtain oil from Old Hill. Defeat the desert. Okay, it seems that we need to go to two different places. See, Old Hill. It sounds very familiar. Tabor. Dalimian. Poklad. Okay, this time it seems. Okay, here is Old Hill. So this is one of the locations. And it seems to be very near.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
There are two. I need two of them. Somewhere near, over here. Map isn't always very sharp.
This should be enough.
Okay, now we have oil. Then we need to defeat the desert. Tor. Korava. Maybe I need to just check. Can't be any of those. it's over here. Maybe I use this one.
Run like the wind. Time to fight. You deserve a rest. Too slow.
Okay, chunk. Chuchuken.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
Where you would hide.
Looks like we found him.
Level 40. Sandys. Seems that this sword dancing is too slow.
Nice try.
Uh-huh.
I needed that.
Those are very light damage. Now when I look more careful. Okay, 1900. Adamantous cell. Okay, this was new. It's believed an adamantous will grow a thin new layer to its protective shell once every 2 moons. Considering that many of the creatures live for hundreds of years, it should come as no surprise that the shells of older specimens can be several hundreds thick and weight over 50 stone.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Okay, time to go back to the headquarters.
Say what you will.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Okay, this was also a special ethic. Noisome lubricant made from the rendered fat of sea beasts, commonly used by shipwrights on the cranes and winches they employ in shipbuilding.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0
Typical Mid.
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one, though that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. Children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Okay. So the item which children use for playing was quite important.
Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you 3 can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember.
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it!
Repair parts.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard.
Storage.
Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Okay, now I know where to come if I need something.
Well, did they have it?
What is it? An overload component of MID's deconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but MID.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
Building process. Interesting to see what.
That should do it.
Oh, this is prototype, I suppose.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, prototype.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Oh. This might be future.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it isn't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
It seems that we still need Dion's help to get back to the origin. But okay, this seems to be again full of memory item. Mid's dangerous dream of light, immortalized in miniature. My dad always said there were two ways of living life: chasing a dream or suffering to your grave.
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
Okay, now
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Okay, now it was given.
Has Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Okay, then I realized that there was one side quest also here in the upstairs.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry, so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
Okay, let's go instead. No, I'll go instead.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Litany of errors.
The plains of Vida Grace have haunted my dreams since I escaped from the orphanage. I can't say I was looking forward to returning.
What do you think that thing is?
And okay, it was probably here, because they talk about Ash. It's this Vida Grace. And Behemoth King is also here. I check one thing. What is my level? And I think I probably need to get one level more. Okay, I check, do I have ability points? Not enough. Okay, this is full. Okay, this word thing is too slow.
Many flames! Too slow. Nice try. Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal!
Oh. Okay, I need to go back.
Nice try. Too slow.
Oh, this is in fact.
It's over. Run like the wind.
So near.
Thanks, girl. This must be the orphanage.
Okay,
The
fine.
registry's still here.
This feels somehow totally new location. I still check.
It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
Aha, there is still even here. Aha, yeah, even here is something. Aha. I just check what this is. Within the ancient men here awaits a narrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, fielding blessing of but single icon Odin. Maybe I just try. I give a try to this. But it might be that this is again probably 4 stages and okay, we get Gungnern. 15 level Sante-Juken. Then we get Heaven's Crowd. We get these 2 battle technique bonuses. See, so this gives plus 15 seconds. Full Gungnir. Plus 12 seconds. Plus 3 seconds. Plus 3. I didn't even pair with the pairing. You get. Okay, just go. time limit is even near. This very rough time limit. I couldn't make even the first. So, more training. But there are even 2 of those. I have found earlier fire trial, but now it was more like dark trial. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercise will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as insurance shall distance, the furnace burn intensity to be gradually increased, life combat 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Badland Conservatory, Frit of Incorporation, the Kingdom of Fallout hereby incorporate this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its body is punishable by death.
Disposed of? Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to Bearer. The ghosts have all come back to haunt me, my daughters, my fathers, all of them, all of those children, so many have died at my hand, and I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and infer my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crude hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my curse, the record of their names, all those I have wronged. Okay, this is the location of the registry.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
seems that we go back to the graveyard.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Digging.
This must be the registry.
Anesthesia-år litigation. Alfred 9 years old succumbed to conditioning. Franz 20 years old litigation. Imagination. Bruna 11 years old disciplines for attempted flight. Discipline for attempted flight. Succumbed to conditioning. Litigation. Imagine. And then last one are missing.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. Nice try.
This I need. This material I really need for Sword.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
I just check, do I know the look? This seems to be. Okay, again. There is something heard. Dark abilities are sometimes slower. Aha, there is. Ah, there is bridge between these. it goes to this, where I probably have been already. Okay, back to the headquarters.
Say what you will. Maybe Karen has seen us.
Do you think Sid will tell us about his adventures in Ash?
I doubt it.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
There is concerns and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Bad Conservatory.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you, Sid. I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Oh, level up. Now I think it might be, I might be able to encounter one of those stronger monsters. What is this? Breath of the Mesmerized. Reduces mesmerized cooldown. Okay, this is ice, if I remember correct. Oh, okay, the breath of the ice, yes.
The realm will hear of Badbach. And I pray that the tale of my fallen friends will spare future generations the horror we endured. Thank you for helping keep their memory alive.
And always good to save. And I think I visit blacksmith. Now more memory material. And of course now I remember I also need supplies.
It's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Or don't.
So, what'll it be?
I remember there was something. Was it the Defender +1? Aha, I still need 9 more of those clutch mines.
And?
And I think there might be some quest. Code.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Okay, let's go here under the new management.
A fool. Trish. And who'll pay for that?
Who do you think?
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in along with his sword. Said he'd find a better way to protect it.
Your town needs you. I need you.
The Duke would have me clapped in eyebands.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. He Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Okay, so we need to go market. Back to the other side of wall.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Saw the captain just now. He's wearing his uniform.
Let's just check this place.
The Duke might have soldiers at his beck and call, but us common folk follow the Dame, and no one else.
What does the Dame have to say about all this, I wonder? You've heard, then? The Duke plans to make Northreach a fortress, and would have the townspeople pay for it. We are not only to build his walls, but feed his army, and fill his stores, all for the privilege of living under his rule.
So you are content to abandon the people to their fates?
What did the Duke expect? That the merchants would just smile and hand over the keys to their coffers?
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Veil earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
So it seems patrolling. Let's see. Okay, this is a direction. On the beach.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Call that a test, Ultima?
Okay.
It's me. Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople. stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Back in the town.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. Now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Krieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
She is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Veil. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers? unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. While I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right, but take care.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Oriflamme.
I have served the Duke for many years, and I hope to do so for many more. But I cannot turn my back on these people. Our people.
If any get by, you can trust we'll be here to meet them head on.
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me. Farewell. Is it over? No. It's only just begun. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Veil can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force.
Miracle happened.
Nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. Michelle.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Veil's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madam Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The Dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
One of the dames, aren't you? Leave it to her to spot an able body.
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Veil.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Okay, now comes background.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Veil supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Veil.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter. All united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Veil Signboard. This is full of memory item. I think I need this for sword. There was time when orichalcum was so abundant that it was used in everything from armor and weapons to coins and cutlery. However, when the twins' only orichalcum mine was finally exhausted, the trading price for the noble metal increased tenfold, causing people to hoard what they had and ultimately making it rarer than even adamantine.
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together. For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part. Including you, Clive.
Okay, so I think time to go back to Hideaway.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
The line is in the sand. Okay, let's go with this.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to go with him.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course. The children will be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Further, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
What's an...
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Huh?
Driving away.
What's the commotion?
That snake spitting his lies again by the sound of it.
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
Lord Underhill again.
Message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake. It's no use. They're not going to listen to me. We'll just have to do what we can without them. I should speak to Lord Furder.
I heard it was Sid the Outlaw who dragged the fang. But if that's true, it would mean he was the one who killed Lord Kupka too. Can you believe it? The mighty Titan, bested by some common criminal.
You would take this crystal. No more use than the bearer are sold to buy it.
Lord Furder.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, Bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go!
Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor, wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather around if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. They are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic Force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. Main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Okay, Cheratina. Do I have enough supplies? Yes. And I think I use abilities I can upgrade. Better version. And okay, I also upgrade this one. But this is actually interesting. Art of Darkness. I try. It's already. I have it already. Maybe I change one. Kumler.
Good. That will keep some of them out.
The north
Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise
Be it
the alarm
man,
immediately.
beast, or Akashic.
The messengers will see that our entire force rallies to that position. We stand together or we fall alone. Do not forget that.
Dalamil will be safe with us. You have my word.
There's the flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
It's cooler.
Can't leave a single one alive. It's over. The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sid, Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
To meet the children. This was also memory wall of memory, I think. Temple of the Briar keys, Pride of Dalimil. The forge is almost as popular with traveling merchants as the trading post famous healing paths, where the weary can soak away the saddle of swords on the way to Drake's farm. And this is actually light. Reduces the impulse cooldown. The breath of light. Okay, I think it's time to go back to Hideaway.
It's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up one.
I can buy this clutch mine. I totally forget it.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much
Okay,
bothered
now
either
I can.
way.
What do you want?
Okay, now I'm able to do Defender +1. And then I realized, okay, what I have. Fallen Iron Clutch Mine. So I can do this. Bright Burn Ice Shard. Recalcom. Okay, I have one. Dark Steel. Primitive Battlehorn. Okay, but we can do this. Create this one.
Should last you a good while.
I need stone done. This I can create right away. The Sons of Ouroboros. Okay, let's create this one.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Then reinforce. Let's check. Okay, I need to buy more clutch mines so I can, then I will be able to reinforce. So let's go and buy more clutch mines.
Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Okay, now I do.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, will it be?
Okay, now we are able to do Defender +2.
You can thank me later. Anything else?
And maybe I check one thing.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down. Finished, are you?
Ready for the big heave-ho, are you?
Work had only started on the hideaway when Chip took me in. Plan was to make it safe haven for bearers we were gonna free. I remember when the first one was in, they hardly dared to look you in the eye, let alone speak to you.
But over time...
They started to tow, they stopped being slaves and become family, and the hideaway their home. It will be the same with Edda and her little one, I'm sure. They can make a new home here, with new family. And with the best big brother in the whole world will to look after them. Here, what are you looking so smug for? I'm talking about me.
Give that bastard hell.
Okay, we have new song. Dark is before the dawn.
It's him, I tell you. The Crown Prince of Sunbreak.
A new day. I'm not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of the down urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its crime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us just that. We must now decide whether to ember or waste it. A wise man once said, "The night is always darkest before the dawn." It's a good thing Then I count on one who burns so bright amongst my friends. And this is actually the song which is now playing. Dark is before dawn. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you place yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumphs, where in the past we learned ever so heavily upon your good graces. This time we found strength everywhere. Elsewhere in ourselves, our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does peasant love his homeland any less than the noble? Does Briar love his family any less than another man does his own? It is love that is united and given us true strength. Should every troll, Akashi, bandit and brigade in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. What, you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know? I've already find spot pick out and everything, but if you are going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be big about your business with that ruddy card of yours. Take too long, and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose that in the case I could bear you one of my lesser inventions. God knows I've countless. And there are new fall of memory items. Okay, this is new. Veil Signboard, the emblem of Veil North Reach, far-famed house of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where the waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. However, the Veil's proprietor Isabel knows is best as safe haven in a storm, the town that took in her and the man she loved when the rest of the world shunned them. Briar's Kiss Signboard, the emblem of the Briar Kiss, the finest forge in Dalmia, run by its bouquets and precious young Forgemaster Lupo. He inherited both his forge and the role of desert here from his predecessor, the original Rusena Daimyo, to the Mayor Rally of Dalimel. He won entirely by his own merits. And there are four more. Model Airship, mid-dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature through the experiment ending in failure. Mid has allowed Clive to keep hold of the model so that once her re-own has grown, he might sell the piece for an exorbitant fee. I think this is good stopping point. I want to again thank you for everyone for stopping by and watching.